Hi guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but today I just finished with a meeting in London and I'm in this cute pub cum meeting rooms space. We just finished with the meeting and I thought, okay, how about I actually use this space and record a video? So this is a very impromptu video. So today I'm going to talk about one of the pet projects that I've been doing ever since I came back from FabCon Europe. So at FabCon Europe, I was really inspired by all sorts of different AI agentic developments that everyone was looking into. And they talked about that in the keynote as well. So I was really inspired by it. Then I spoke to Rui. Rui gave me some cool ideas, and Kurt has been blogging about AI, LLM, and all those things. So he also inspired me. So the combination of everything, and I felt like, okay, how can I use these AI tools in my day-to-day work life? And then I thought, what is one of those problems that I could solve by using AI agentic development? What are one of those things, repetitive things? And first thing that came to my mind is like a Power BI theme file. I know there are so many tools already available out there, and they do a fantastic job, but I wanted to do something which has my flavor to it, and I wanted to do something like what I do when I'm working with a theme file, when I'm working on a Power BI development. And next thing that I also think of is creating the reports by using this kind of agentic development. So today we're going to talk about theme, and at one point I will talk about the reports as well. And I did show this at Data Saturday Netherlands, and I've got quite a few people who are very excited to see how it's been done. I think eventually I will share it on a Git repo or something. I haven't really made my mind how I'm going to share it. It will be out there, but today in this video I'm just going to give a quick glimpse about how it works. So just to give a bit of background about why this and how I built this. So every time I go to a client, and most of the times when I'm going there to create a Power BI report development, it usually starts with they give me some brand colors to work to create this Power BI theme file, eventually a template and the reports. So most of the times these brand colors are usually created for PowerPoint or some logo creations or some to print a book or something like that. And those colors are usually quite bright. So what I tend to do is take the brand colors and find something undertone colors based on those brand colors and check are they accessible enough and all those things, and create a documentation on top of it. Use those colors in Power BI model in the report, and then see are they working? If not, take it back and then use a different color. So it's a quite a bit of repetitive process, and many times, even if I use different tools, I tend to end up opening the JSON in a Visual Studio Code or something like that and go and make manual changes, and then do a bit of a documentation explaining what foreground to use, what background to use, what works best and what doesn't work, things like that. And I thought oh, this thing can be automated by using agentic development. So I used Claude in the combination of VS Code, and I created some packages by using Python, which basically works how I would approach a theme file. So some of the things I don't want my slices to have a border around them. I want my background for a page to be certain color. And I wanted my font to be no larger than 30 on any report page. And so things like that. And if I provide 4 colors, but I want 8 colors for my Power BI theme. So even if I give you 4 colors, come back and give me a 8 color palette. Or the things don't give me white and black, because Power BI automatically have white and black as part of the palette. So don't give me those 2 colors, but provide me other colors. And the color order as well. I don't want 2 blue colors right next to it, put it somewhere else, so that if I use all categories in a visual, I have like a different colors actually telling the story. So things like that. And now what I can do is I could go to Claude and I could paste something like this. What I'm saying is just basically, these are the 3 colors I'm giving. Give me 8 colors. This is the font I want to use, and call it Executive 2025 and create it, and I press enter. So right now what I did is, behind the screens to this Claude, I actually added a config file pointing to the repository of all my reports, like all the packages that I've created. So instead of it going and using its own knowledge, it actually uses the configuration I've given, basically the MCP way. And you could see it used the colors I've given, but it also added more colors to it, which are similar somewhere around there. And then it is also telling me what could be primary and secondary and things like that, and which I could probably use as a background. And then it gives me my typography. I did tell it to use this font, so it gave me that font, and it has done a few other things. I think this accessibility could be changed a bit. And then finally it created the files for me in this folder, and they are in this JSON format. So if I go to my folder, so this is where my files are, my theme and everything, but this is what I'm more interested in. So it went and it created this template for me, and it provides me the color palette, and also it tells me what white text works or where black text works, and then a bit about typography, and a quick view of how that colors would look visually. And then it shows me categorical data, divergent data. So this is what I mean, if you have similar blues, spread it along so it's somewhere around. I mean, I wouldn't say this is the perfect theme, but it's a pretty good one for a start. And I think this theme grid needs improvement, it says, but I think that overall this page creation does need a bit of improvement. But you get an idea what it can do. And I could actually just go back and tell it to, there is too many blues, go and change, add some other colors. Actually, let me just go and do that. And it goes in and says okay, it will take that as that comment, and because it's Claude and I could just talk to it, I could just chat with it. So now it goes and it adds a few different colors, and then it goes and creates the file for me in the same location. So if I go back here and if I just reopen this, as you could see, now my palette has been updated with this a few different colors, and I could go and see my template again. If I go back to my categorical data, see there are a few different colors, but I could go and do it very quickly, and it actually works. Hope that inspired you, and I'll see you in the next video.